Welcome back. All right, quick news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet as we get ready for today's action to get started. So a trade was made this morning, so let's go ahead and discuss this first. It's an odd deal, to be honest. Scott Wedgewood traded to Colorado by Nashville in exchange for Justus Annunen as well as a 2025 sixth round pick. Now, what's interesting to me about this is both goaltenders have been struggling this year. Wedgewood 1-2-1 with an 878 save percentage. Annunen has an 872 save percentage, but his record's been 6-4. I think both goaltenders are capable of bouncing back, and maybe that's what both teams are counting on. But it is an odd deal, and the fact that Nashville gets a draft pick as well in this trade, and they get the goaltender who's 8 years younger, I'm giving the edge to Nashville, thus the Nashville jersey. But it is a bizarre trade. I will agree that both teams need to fix goaltending issues. Maybe this does it. Maybe it doesn't. Obviously, with Annunen, it's Finnish, right? So Saros is Finnish. Maybe that works. Right? So we'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts if you're an Avs fan or a Preds fan and how you feel about this trade and whether or not you think this is going to be the elixir for what's been ailing both teams. And in Nashville, their goaltending's been great with Saros. They just haven't been able to give him the rest because Wedgewood has not been reliable as the backup. So maybe they figure Annunen's an upgrade. Maybe for Colorado, they're looking for the more experience that you get with Wedgewood. We'll see. So last night's game between Pittsburgh and Boston featured Nikita Zadorov taking his stick and poking at Evgeny Malkin. Malkin's reaction was to turn around and swing his stick at the Boston bench. The NHL seeing this, understanding that, well, we can't have that. So both players have been fined $5,000, which, yes, is a very small amount of money for hockey players in the NHL these days. But that is how much they have both been fined. It's not the first time we've seen Malkin fined. I don't know if it's the first time we've seen Zadorov fined. But for Zadorov, he needs to stay out of the box a little bit more than he has been. And so we'll see whether or not that actually does come around. I know he's talked about understanding his need to pick and choose, the penalties and all that and to play a little bit cleaner or at least a little bit different. So we'll see if maybe the fine helps with that too. And, just it clicks in for him. So an injury news item that I missed in last night's news video, but I will not miss it today. Laurent Brossoit, who has yet to debut for the Chicago Blackhawks this season, had meniscus surgery on his right knee in August. Well, apparently there's been a setback because he had to undergo a second procedure, which means he's out for another 6 weeks. So he was trending towards a return. Now that return's been set back 6 weeks. He signed a contract, a 2-year deal with Chicago in July and has yet to play a game for them. The interesting part of this, too, is that Mrazek has played well. Soderblom's played well. So Chicago's been good in net. And when Brossoit is healthy and ready to come back, who knows what Chicago might do? You might have 3 goaltenders. And maybe trading one could get them back a pretty solid return. Like I said, we've got 2 teams here that are just switching goaltenders that have had rough seasons so far. So if you have a goaltender who's been having a pretty good season, should have some decent market value. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.